Hello everyone. Well, welcome to the stream. It's still morning for me, but good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is in your part of the galaxy. Hope we're making it a great day. We got some GACs to play today. Got my Loquitur account, of course. Also have the Lex Talionis project we can play around with a little bit. Might have some time for some account reviews if people need roster review, get some advice on account building. Let me know. We'll try to do a few and help people out if they need it. Or if you have any specific questions about what to build next or, you know, the usual stuff. Got some Fleet Arena to play for placement. I have to admit my fleet placement for the last week has been atrocious. Oh man, I tell you. Got got a lot going on at work, so don't really get time to play for fleet placement some days. Man, I tell you, as soon as you start missing those crystals, you feel it in a hurry. Or at least I do. I feel like you notice like the next day that you didn't get your fleet crystals. So, yeah, we got to get those back on the rise. We missed our assists here. Probably lose this battle. Leaving that Xanadu blood for that first round of assists is usually game over. We'll see if we can salvage it. It's good practice. But they've already made so many breaches and so much progress toward the alt that it's probably over. See what we can get done here. Also stuck behind the taunt now. Need Razor Crest to attack over here onto our Dash Rendar ship here to get rid of this. Okay, there we go. Got rid of the breach. Now hopefully we can get rid of this taunt. Get back here to the IG 2000. Oof. That's a good sign. Looks like we got the ult already up, so I think we're actually going to get it before he does. That's good. Looks like we salvaged it. Looks like we salvaged it. Barely kept our Millennium Falcon alive, and then we did eventually get that breach off the Outrider, so good to go. Put that on auto. Check in with chat. Kith Kadam's here. Hello. Mishkayla says, hey DL, happy weekend. Arva says, hello there. Riley Hawksworth says, hey DL. Hey Riley. Seems like a new name. I don't think I've seen you in here before. Nyamiko's here. Dank Ideals says hello. Arva says, how's your ultimate material farming going? Good. I think SLKR for dark side stuff, I still have like a couple more to do. And then I have to finish out Leia's journey. I gave Leia all the alt tokens so that I could get her alt right away. So SLKR will be online soon. And then once we finish out the rest of the battles, it'll be Jedi Master Luke that gets his finally at the end. So still grinding along, and probably a few more weeks to finish out, but getting close, getting close. I really want to get the ult on that SLKR. There's been a whole lot of combats where it would have really been nice if he had his ult. Yeah, and especially in the Jabba matchup, there's usually a point in the Jabba matchup where if I could drop into the ult, I feel like I'd have a much better chance of winning. We'll throw an arena combat here, just I don't actually feel like playing it, so we'll just come in and forfeit so that we can complete the quest for the day. I usually don't complete my arena quest until it's payout time, but In this case, I've already missed my squad arena payout time, so there's no reason to go in there and fight. I should at some point make a push back up toward the top in squad arena, because I have the ability to place much higher than I am. But since a lot of days I just do exactly that, I don't play. I've been pushed out of the top 50 and kind of haven't tried real hard to get back up there. Dank Ideal says, Jar Jar, I hear you're coming to Swgoh. Riley says, I have a mod question. When farming offense, crit chance, crit damage mods, how important are offense secondaries? Like, obviously it's better to have them than not, but do I sell or just not slice? It's a luxury. You like it better when your offense mods have offense on them. But if they don't, you can get a little bit of crit chance, a little bit of flat offense on a mod. It's already fine. And just remember that even if an offense mod has all defensive stats, if it still has good speed rolls, you can always use it as a speed mod somewhere. So I would say if you have an offense mod and it rolls speed, you keep it regardless of whether or not it has speed offense secondaries. If you get an offense mod that doesn't have speed and it has massive offense secondaries, it's only good for a few characters. Those kind of mods with no speed at all, I find hard to use. So, like, let's say you have a crit damage mod, then it's got no speed but great offense. Where do you put that? Do you put that on Han Solo? Well, you know, he needs to be fast for a lot of reasons in certain matchups. Do you put it on, you know, let's say Dark Trooper? Well, maybe Dark Trooper can get away with being slow. So there are some characters where it's okay, but generally the speed secondary is so important that the offense secondary becomes more of a luxury. That's my opinion. All right, Aaron B says, good morning. Did you see the Gungans? I've been predicting them since last November. It's a go for Jar Jar. By the way, DL, you were right about Jar Jar and the Gungans. Are you excited about that? Well, yeah, I mean, it's good to have some new stuff in the game. Honestly, though, guys, I gotta tell you, I gotta say, there is one element to this that still bugs me a little bit, which is that everything in the game is good now. There's like so much stuff in the game that's good that the heuristics on matchups is getting hard for me to manage. Like, maybe I'm just getting old or something, but man, I can barely remember. When you go into GAC and there's, you know, different teams and they have different characters and you have to use a different counter for that team depending on whether it has one character or a different character. And there's like potentially 74 different teams that you could see, and you got to try to remember the right matchup for all those 74 teams. Like, the heuristics of this game are getting out of control. In a lot of other games, when the new meta comes along, the old stuff gets pushed out. Well, Swgoh has made, you know, Omicrons and stuff like that so that it's constantly going back and refreshing those old teams and making them relevant in some way again, which is nice. It's fun. But I don't know if any of the rest of you see it that way, but the complexity of this game is just going through the roof. And they keep on introducing new mechanics. So the Gungans will probably have some new Gungan mechanic, like the Tuskens had a new mechanic. And there's, you know, yeah, it's, I wish that they would almost stop introducing new mechanics, because at some point, you know, keep it simple at some point. I don't know. So basically what happens is they introduce a new mechanic with the Gungans, right? And then for the next 6 months, there's a whole bunch of feats and conquest that you can't complete unless you've got that particular new skill thing, and I find it kind of annoying. I don't know about you guys. Boy, I'm a kind of a complaining mood this morning. Sorry about that, y'all. Arvis says, personally, I don't bother with offense crit damage mods that don't have either offense primaries or at least have it as a secondary stat. Offense as a stat has become so incredibly important on so many characters. I think it depends where you are in the game. I mean, if an offense mod rolled up 3 rolls and had 15 speed on it, I wouldn't throw it away. I wouldn't just say, well, it's got great speed, but it doesn't have an offense stat on it, so out it goes. I mean, if it's already got speed, I would take it. But I would make that the 2 priorities, right? Like, if an offense mod didn't have speed and also didn't have offense, then for sure I wouldn't keep it. For sure I wouldn't. Riley says, thank you. This is my first time here. My guild recommends your modding series, and I found it super helpful getting back into the game. Nice. Cool, man. Well, I hope that works out for you. Arvis says, Dark Trooper, Malicos, Fennec, Ray, Maul, GL, Ben, Drogon, Han, CLS. The list goes on and on. Ben? Oh, you mean Ben, like Ben Solo, not old Ben. When you said Ben, I was thinking, like, why would you put offense mods on old Ben? But, yeah, I assume you're talking about Ben Solo, the character that goes with Rey. Yeah, okay. Swgoh makes new tunes, then buffs old tunes to beat the new tunes. Yeah, exactly. Thing is, so many of the characters also don't need much speed. Okay. But even like Han CLS, I had Jedi Knight Luke slow, and I had to put mods on him to speed him up because the team that I'm using him in to beat SLKR didn't really work unless he's faster. So maybe I'm just not close enough to the end game yet, but I still feel like there's a bunch of characters that do need speed. So Arva, your suggestion is that an offense mod doesn't have offense stats, just get rid of it. Interesting. Interesting take. I would still prioritize the speed sub. Again, like, I won't throw away an offense mod that has good offense. If it didn't have speed on it at all, would I keep it? That's the question. I don't think I would. I don't think I would keep an offense mod with offense substats that had 0 speed. I still, that feels bad. So Arva, you have a bunch of like 0 speed offense mods just because they had good offense substats? Question mark? I'm just asking. My problem with farming offense mods is that I'm already selling off most of them with bad primaries just because, for the most part, if I'm modding for damage, then I want damage primaries. That's true. That's true. Michaela says, I 100% agree with you. It's annoying when they lock so many things behind new characters, factions, and mechanics that aren't accessible. Yeah, I mean, it's that's to make money in the game, right? So they lock it behind, you have to buy the new characters if you want those things. You have to pay for the shards, or you have to pay for a bunch of refreshes as soon as they put it on a node. But a lot of times, you know, the conquest stuff is already in there, and the character isn't even farmable yet. So, I mean, sometimes if you want these things, if you didn't buy character shards for crystals, then you may be out of luck. Seer and Cal can get away with no speed. Yeah. I didn't say there's no characters. Like I said, there's characters out there that don't necessarily need the speed. I agree with that. And Dark Trooper's an example, right? Dark Trooper, you just need to run over there and smash people in the face. Seer, Malicos, Cal Kestis, those are all examples of characters that are okay without crazy speed. And they've tried to do that in the game. They've tried to make it so that for some of these new teams that speed is not always the most relevant stat. That is true. Arva says, yes, offense mods need both offense and speed to be worth investing in. I wouldn't keep zero speeds mod either, just low speed offense mods with like 10 to 15. Yeah, exactly. We're on the same page, Arva. If they have a little bit of speed, they're good. If they have offense, that's great. You're saying even if they get some speed, if they don't have offense, a lot less interesting. For example, my Ray has an 11 speed and an 8 speed mod on her, but those have 5 rolls on offense secondaries. Ivica says, the game is so complex, my modding game currently is hit the gray primary on the secondary, look for speed, and the rest just need to be percentage stats. I don't care what they are. Ivica, that's actually really good for the early and mid-game strategy. You know, you just need to develop your mod inventory because there's tons of characters that you'll have in your account that don't have any mods on them. And by working on stuff that way, you're going to develop some good mods, and the mods that don't work out are still going to be good enough to mod other characters. And that'll carry you for a long time with that strategy. There is a point where you do have to get more picky, though, but that's when most of your good characters already have good mods, and you're looking for better mods on those characters. I had reached that point to some extent on my main account before I quit playing it. I had pretty good modding, and I was starting to get more picky about the substats on the mods at that point. For the Loquitur account, I'm still in the mode that exactly what you said. I'm looking for percent stats. I'm looking for good speed development. I value certain main stats, so I'm going to invest in those mods. And then if they're not interesting to me, I'll pretty quickly sell them off and look for other mods that have better stat lines. I know there's some endgame players that almost exclusively farm the slicing materials because they already have so many decent mods that it's just about finishing them out to 6 dot gold and getting all the stats you can on every mod that's already good. Yeah, I've talked to some people who are all the way at the end of the game, and they farm very few mods. They get the ones from events, but most of their mod energy just goes to improving the good mods that they already have. So your strategy toward the end game changes. I did a video once a long time ago and kind of showed that there's 2 strategies that work with about the same statistical success. One is to look for a lot of new mods and farm very few slicing materials and work on the best mods and find them that way. But if you take a strategy of coming in here and buying like all of the 5-speed mods with good stats that show up in the mod store, and then you use all of your farming to buy slicing materials, you can do statistically a little bit better than you can with farming mods and trying to build them all the way up from, you know, gray, green, whatever you get them at. The difference is, to do this method, you have to have a ton of credits and shipbuilding materials, because if you're buying 10 mods a week, that's, you know, potentially 40 million credits or 20 million shipbuilding materials. So to use that strategy, you have to be pretty late in the game and not using your credits for other stuff. Otherwise, that becomes prohibitively expensive and you can't keep buying the mods out of the shop. But there's certainly, you know, different approaches depending on where you are in the game. Are there any characters that still want a crit chance triangle at the end game at relics? No. there's a lot of characters that can get close to 100% crit chance just from the character itself. If you really want to increase the crit chance, the likelihood that you can find a mod set that has good crit chance substats to get you where you need to go is good. And if you get your character to like 89% crit chance, even though there's still 11% crit chance to go, putting crit damage on that triangle is always going to be more effective than trying to get yourself, across that 100% crit chance line. There are some characters like SLKR is so dependent on crits, but even just with his kit and without much attention, he ends up at over 100% crit. So, I mean, we could take a look at my SLKR, but I think mine's already over 100% crit without even trying. Let's check and see. I might be embarrassed if it's not, but yeah, 128% crit chance with only 5%. So if they have a crit avoidance arrow or something like that, they reduce your chance by 35%, but then you're still at like 97% chance to get a crit. So if you have crit chance main stat triangles that have good speed, those can always go on a character that needs speed, or they can always go on a new character that's somewhere down here that you're working on, right? So let's say I've got my Marge at gear 12 and I've never been able to move her up. Let's say you had a good crit chance speed triangle. It could go on there. Like it wouldn't matter. She just wants to be fast. She wants to be over 330 speed. So you could use it there. Or if you had like a Geo, so you stopped your Geos at gear 12 and you want your soldier to have max crit rate, that's somewhere where you might stick a crit chance triangle. But endgame full relic, I can't think of a character that would really need it. Arva says, at the start of the game, you shouldn't even be farming offense mods. Get a half-decent speed mod inventory. Once you get that going, offense certainly does matter. I believe that you should do some offense. So early on in the game, when you first start out, you farm like speed, potency, and crit chance. And that'll help you with just about every character that you want to mod. You can do with those speed set and an offset that's potency or crit chance. Or like the soldier I just showed you where you just put 3 crit chance sets on him and try to make sure he has the critical hits to drive his turn meter gain. But a couple months into the game, you do want to start farming some offense mods, because even in the early game, there are some characters where when your mods aren't good, the set bonus is good. So let's say you get a Han Solo or something like that. You don't want to farm all kinds of crazy mod sets and try to optimize Han Solo, but an offense set just with the set itself giving 20% offense boost is probably going to be better than other mod sets that you could put on him. Dash Rendar, same thing. Getting offense on him, I think, is better than speed in a lot of cases. So yeah, I think it's worth farming offense mods, but like 3 or 4 months into the game. Like Arva said, just work on your base of speed mods first. And that's pretty much all I've farmed on the Lex Talionis project so far. If we go over there and look at Lex, it's going to be pretty much offense, potency, and some defense mods, because I went 1 to 85. So there was a period where all I could farm was defense mods, because it's all that I had that was open at 5 dots that I wanted to farm. But if we look at the mod sets here, that's what you'll see. Tons of offense, defense mods, potency mods, speed sets all over the place. So Lex Talionis is what, going on its 5th month, and I haven't started farming offense mods on this account yet. But it's close to that time. Like it's getting close to the time where I would farm offense mods. If we look across the whole board, we have some offense mods, right? We farmed a few of them, and we've got some from events and whatnot, but not many. But yeah, see, select Anakin, Jedi Knight Anakin, for example. Put an offense set on him. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. That's fun. My Grandmaster Yoda is back with speed mods, but it's simply a use case thing. Riley says mostly speed, but I'm running Bastila Jedi with offense mods, winning a ton of battles. Honestly, I have enough offense for the short term, so I should go back to speed. Speed is nice because almost any primaries and secondaries work for someone. Kith Canum comes in for a roster review, comes in with a super chat. Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate that super chat. That's fantastic. Let's take a look at the count. Mods are a bit all over the place right now. Just finished the Grand Inquisitor event and haven't moved them back yet. Okay. Well, hopefully you got them correct for Grand Arena lock-in. Hopefully that's the case. I switch around mods all the time, and usually before we lock in Grand Arena, I get them all squared away. But there was a time recently where I switched around the raid mods and had my Gideon unmodded. That was very sad. It made me sad for that round of Arena, because I love me some troopers. Okay, 5.9... call it 5.6 million galactic power. Evenly split between ships and characters. That's pretty fantastic. Galactic War Battles 16800. So, year and a half old on the account. We've got the Executor. That's great to see. Oh, nice. So, you farmed up some of the pilotless ships. So, you've got the really good fleet behind the Malevolence. Relic 1 on the General Grievous to get that ship going. That's good. We've got a Negotiator at 7 stars. So I approve. I appreciate this. I just want to say, guys, I have seen a lot of accounts in this range of, a year to 2 years old that never finish their Malevolence and Negotiator. And I think that's a mistake. You can get this Executor for your fleet placement, but just because you have this big ship for your fleet placement doesn't mean that you don't want these ships at 7 stars for all the other stuff in the game. I think those are really important ships. They're really good. So farming out this Vulture Droid and Hyena Bomber and getting those ships to run at good efficiency, I think is 2 thumbs up. So I approve and respect of your fleet situation, my friend. Okay, so we got the light speed stuff, I'm assuming. SLKR, Ray are done. 5.5 million, so we're in hard conquest now, but probably haven't been in hard conquest for a long time. So you'll be getting the characters out of there, I assume, going forward, but probably don't have the Malgus and some of the older ones. Working on a relic for Wampa. I approve of that. Of course, I think Wampa's just a fantastic character. He's so much fun in Grand Arena. I mean, outside of Grand Arena, I really haven't found much use for him, but in Grand Arena, super fun. Zori Bliss with the Omicron on her already. And then a big selection of stuff at Gear 12 that you could work on. Savage is another opportunity for Grand Arena. And you said you just finished working on the Inquisitor stuff. Oh, nice. Were you able to successfully get a 3rd Sister Shard at Relic 5? So we got the Grand Inquisitor at Relic 5. That's not... that's quite good. I've heard from a lot of people that this event's pretty rough with the characters all just Relic 5. So you must either have really good mods or you know, spend a lot of time on the event. Or am I wrong? My understanding was that was pretty challenging. Arvis talking, he says, generally speaking, I did a big remod a few days ago and was actually really happy about having a few crit chance triangles for some characters. So even in late game you'll find uses, but it's not on super important characters that get much spotlight. Arvis says, Negotiator's very much back in the meta with Marauder. Arvis says, you don't get Third Sister Shards without Grand Inquisitor and all of them at Relic 7. Took some time to do the event, but got it done last night, says Kith Canum. Okay. Nice. All right. So what advice are you looking for with the account? I mean, just in general, it looks like you're doing a lot of good things. You're doing a lot of stuff that I approve of. You're building great fleets. You got a couple Galactic Legends. The characters that you're working on here, the Jedi Knight Revan, the Wampa, those are characters that I agree with, approve of. You haven't locked down gear on a bunch of characters that you aren't building. So in terms of your account building strategy, it looks like you're doing a great job. What are you going for as your next journey? That is the question that I would have. Because I'm looking through here and I don't see anything that makes it clear to me what's coming next. I don't see a Radis to say that you're working on Profundity or a particular set of characters that you're working on a GL. You just finished the Inquisitors. I'm still a big fan of building Leia. I think in the current environment, there's nothing stopping a newer player from building Leia. The characters are all farmable. They're not a problem. There's no crazy requirements for Leia. So I feel like a Leia journey is appropriate. Or if you wanted to do Jabba the Hutt, I think Jabba is still relevant. The Smuggler's Run 2 is still an important event. So I think for your next big journey, I would say one more GL, get a Jabba or a Leia. And then I would say, you know, like I've been telling a lot of people, as you're going through that journey, once they announce the next big fleet journey, you'll want to start farming up whatever you need for that fleet journey. So like right now, if you decided to commit to Jabba, by the time you finished out Jabba, you should be able to roll into whatever the new fleet is. I would hope they would announce a new fleet later this year, and you know, it might take you four or 5 months to build Leia from where you're at. It might be too late for the raid. You know, they might have a new raid coming by the time you get your Leia done, but I don't think the raid is the only reason to build Leia. She's pretty effective in GAC, in Territory Wars. She's quite the roadblock for people to get past. So it's pretty fantastic. Where to go after the Inquisitors are ready for Third Sister? Yeah, that's what I think. If I were you, if this was my account, I would be finishing up the Inquisitors, and at the same time, I would be farming the shards for the characters in the Leia journey. So if you lay it out, you'll get things like Captain Rex and stuff like that, let's say 4 months from now, assuming that you already did the event and you've got like some farming done or whatever. So 4 or 5 months from now to get Rex. But if you pull forward all of the other characters that you can do in that journey, you'll have plenty of stuff to relic while you're working on farming out the rest of the Leia journey. And the timing should work out pretty well for you, to be honest. If we go in here and we look at Leia's journey, like the, you know, Wicket, Lando Calrissian. I think you already got him Relic 3 from a pack. Admiral Akbar, you can, oh, he might be already Relic 2 for you. Yeah. R2, Captain Han, like a lot of this stuff. It's no problem for you to get these characters to 7 stars, work on them, relic them, while you're finishing out the farms for this Captain Drogon and the Captain Rex and stuff like that you have to actually farm off the nodes. So I would think a Leia journey would be fun and appropriate. And again, I would plan to do the Leia journey and then roll into the next Galactic Legend level fleet. Ooh, we overamped our energy on fleet on Lex Talionis. We better get in there and get rid of this energy before we. That's inefficient. You can't have energy that you don't use. All right, here we go. Oh, I need to do more fleet battles too. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. Okay, let's go back here, finish up this account review, do a fleet battle real quick. Let's look at mods. So mods are a mess because you just did the Inquisitor event. So Seventh Sister has a whole bunch of good stuff. 331 speed. Resistance Hero Poe and Finn, you've committed to pretty high speeds on them. Oh, that's nice. So you're at 308, and if you put that mod back, you'd probably be at, what, like 325 or something like that. That's pretty good. Gideon's down here. He's got a mod set on him, 298. Okay. I mean, you all got to remember that the account's a year and a half old, so he's not going to have fantastic mods. 556 is pretty good. Decent here. Went with offense? Triangle? Yeah, okay. Offense, and then what do we do for arrow? Health on the arrow. I tell you, swapping out 1 or 2 of these for health when you're doing the journey event is really good, because as long as you keep your Kylo alive against Rey, you'll eventually ramp up enough damage to beat her always. So if anybody's having problems with tier 3 of that event where Rey is, you know, pretty tough, basically the battle comes down to just having enough health on your Kylo and ramping up over a long period of time, and you'll always beat her. It'll always be just SLKR versus Rey at the end, right? You gotta kill off the other 2 for her, she'll kill off your other 2 guys, and then you just duke it out with her until you ramp up damage and win. Okay. I would say keep doing what you're doing. Okay, Hux. Okay, well, yeah, you're missing a mod on Hux, so he should probably be 3 something. Hux is one of the characters I might look at making faster. So Hero Poe doesn't need to be this fast. I might swap out like some of the better mods from Poe and put them on Hux. Anakin, why is your Anakin so fast? 283. Got some pretty fast mods on Anakin. Where's your Han Swolo? Let's look for Han. Where's Han? Okay, so Han's not built up yet. All right. I was going to say those mods that you have there on Anakin, I'd rather have them on Han Solo, but you haven't invested in Han Solo yet, so that makes sense. But once you get Han Solo at least to gear 12, I would probably put those mods onto Han. All right, well, if there's anything else I can help you with, just drop a note in chat. Let me know. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. Dank Ideals says, it's been a month or so. I got my Executor and SLKR finished, and my Malicos, and started Jabba. All right. Let's go run a fleet battle real quick. Thank you very much for the super chat, Dank. Appreciate you, man. And we'll go take a look at your account here after a quick battle in fleet. All right, so let's try to leap over this guy. See if we can get through the top 5. We've got one more battle that we could play, hopefully. All right, get some assists, guys. Come on, you can do it. Oh, there we go. That should be good. Okay. Cut it out with all that damage now. We'll be able to bring in the U-Wing, clear off all that stuff off of our Millennium Falcon. Should be no problem here now. Brings in the Hound's Tooth. All right, cleared it off the Outrider already, so we'll immediately be able to get the taunt off. No breaches, no taunt, buddy. That's the deal. Okay, let's take a shot here and hope that we can get the kill before he gets to heal. That's good. Now he's going to completely waste the heal on a ship that doesn't need it. Fantastic. Everything's going in our favor. Can't quite put it in auto yet because we need to get to our ultimate. We're only at 90% though, so we're not going to make it by the next capital ship turn. That's okay. We should be... Oh, we did. We made it. All right, so now we can just put this in auto. And we can go talk about an account review for Dank Ideals. Hux doesn't need much speed as long as he's around 290 to 300. It's fine. Yeah, I still think that he could transfer some Poe mods to Hux. I think that's I think that would be fine. Okay, so let's get out of here and let's go to look at the journey characters. No, allies. All right, Dank Ideals. 8, 3, 2, 6, 8, 8, 7, 7, 3. Boink. Here we go. Senator Dankerton, the Hoose of Ren. 7.1 million, 3 in ships, 4 in characters. Galactic War Battles 172. Like a year and 9 months, something like that. On the account. Alright, so we've got Profundity, 6 stars. Also Executor at 4 stars. We've got the Radis. And, I think we talked about this last time. We took a look at your account not too long ago. So you said you got SLKR done. All right, there he is. Oh, even put the Zeta on the basic. All right. So we've got SLKR in the account now. We've got Ray from the journey, from the Lightspeed stuff. Jedi Master Luke's in the house. We got Malicos at Relic 8. Seer Jund at Relic 7. Holy cow. Quite a commitment to that UFU team. There's the Saw Gerrera Bodhi Rook combo. And working on Jabba. I think Jabba's good for this account. Wampa's in the house. Hermit Yoda's useful. Probably already got Hermit Yoda relicked, right? Because Jedi Master Luke. So, get those guys ready to go. Got the Hondo, Relic 3 with the Omicron. Savage is in the house. Relic Triumvirate as well. Nice. Lots of stuff for GAC in this account. Pretty fantastic. Yeah, it's good, man. Keep going for Jabba. I think that's the right way to go. Fastest Bodhi Rook in the game, maybe. 329. Bodhi Rook. Resistance Hero Finn is your second fastest character. That's an interesting commitment. 325. That's pretty fast. Nice. Where's Zori? What do you got? Do you have a finished Zori, or is she just like... Yeah, okay, she's low level still. So Zori's an opportunity for you, for sure. Got to get her in that comeuppance going. Saw Gerrera is pretty fast in your account too, huh? 301. Nice. Well, what else do you want to know, Dank? Progress on the account looks good, man. Looks solid. Got that SLKR in the house. Got that Executor at 4 stars. It's a lot of GAC stuff in here. How are you doing in GAC? Let's go take a look real quick. Rhodium 1. Nice. 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 About to make that push up into Kyber. That's fantastic. Passive farming once a day. My last relic was Padme, says Dank. After Jabba, maybe skip to new Phantom Menace. Dank says I'm 8-1 this season. Nice. Nice. What would you work on after Rey? Have a few choices. Depending on the rest of your account. I mean, honestly, I think Jabba and Leia are the things to work on. You know, if you've got a Leviathan, or let's say if you don't have a Leviathan, but you have like an Executor or a Profundity, I honestly don't think building Executor and Profundity is as powerful as I thought it was going to be. I thought having both those capital ships would be a lot of power in GAC, but it kind of feels like, I don't know, I would have rather spent those resources on other things. At least that's the feeling that I've got from playing it out. So I would say, you know, after Rey, as long as you've got one of the big fleets, keep working on Galactic Legends. Leia and Jabba are still really good and really relevant. I just like Jabba because Jabba does so much. In Conquest, win this battle with no Jedi, no Sith, no unaligned Force users, which a lot of the good teams in the game have at least one character that meets that criteria. There's an unaligned Force user, a Jedi, or a Sith somewhere in the team. Not in Jabba. Jabba's getting none of that. He just goes in and rolls those combats and you get the credit for it. So there's just a lot of stuff in the game that Jabba does that's good. You got Smuggler's Run 2, which is a nice boost of materials that you get for free just by having Jabba. So I still like his journey. And of course, Leia's the newest thing. All right, I got a couple more people requesting account reviews, so let's look real quick at both of those, and then let's get into the Grand Arena over on my Loquitur account here. So we'll take a look here at Jar Jar. Daft Lightside is in a guild of Gungans. 9.9 million galactic power. Let's see, 27,000 galactic war battles won. Ooh wee. That's like, what, 6, 7, almost 7 years? That's a long time playing. You don't need my advice, man. You're just flexing. All right, what do we got here? Executor and Profundity. No Leviathan, though. Interesting. Interesting. Working on the Executor and Leviathan. Still getting their stars finished out. Got a bunch of stuff here. Character-wise, 4 Galactic Legends, Grand Inquisitor. For having 10 million galactic power, I'm surprised. I thought you'd have more of the GLs done. I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm just, I kind of expected at that galactic power to see more GLs. Inquisitors are in the house. Lots of stuff here. It's just requirements. IG-12 and Grogu done already. Relic 7. Interesting. Do you have the new Bo-Katan already done? Let's take a look. We have the new Bo-Kat. Paz Vizsla, Relic 7. Bo-Katan Mandalore. Look at that. All right, you got to tell me, man, how much do you like this? Was this worth? Or are you still working on like some Zetas and Omicrons to figure out whether or not it's all worth the payout? I'm curious. I'm curious how much you like that Bo-Kat. I remember watching oh heck. Blanking on the name of it. Battlestar Galactica, right? What Katie Sackhoff was in Battlestar Galactica, and I liked the character she played there. And then, like when she was in The Mandalorian, I thought that was super cool. She was in a bunch of stuff I like. So I don't know. I like her character. I like Bo-Katan in the series. So I'll be happy to get her someday. I just think I like the Bo-Katan character. I like Katie Sackhoff as an actress. So pretty cool. Thinking about what's next farming path-wise. So Jar Jar, is there anything in specific that you wanted? Oh, it came in with a super chat. Oh, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that. Gungan super chat real quick. Apparently 2 people in the top guild wanted to outspeed my Bodhi. They put all 27 and 28 speed mods on. Arva says, love fastest cat in the game. You have the fastest cat in the game, Arva? Interesting. All right. There's opportunities with more Mandalorians, right? At some point you could build that mall and get that team going with the Super Commando and Gar Saxon. What else is there to say? I don't know what you're looking for, man. I don't mean to be rude, but like people with 10 million galactic power who have already done most of the good stuff in the game. Leviathan seems like a good push from where you're at. 5 GLs. You got the other capital ships. I'm assuming you got Malgus and his ships somewhere in here. Let's go to ships real quick and look for Sith ships. Oh, okay. Isn't Malgus a Sith ship? Thought it was. Do we not have Malgus? There's Malgus there. Okay, you just haven't committed to building him yet. All the way. But okay, all right. So, yeah, I think Leviathan might be an opportunity for you. You've got the Ray Galactic Legend that you're finishing up, so that's the 5th Galactic Legend. So that makes sense. Yeah, you could either do Leviathan or you could do like... Yeah, I mean, Kenobi is kind of the big one that you're missing right now. I don't know that Lord Vader would be that interesting. Sith Eternal's getting a booster. That might be good. But I think out of that group, maybe Kenobi. Do Kenobi and then wait for the next new fleet. So that's what I would say. Either do Leviathan or Kenobi. My feeling. And then keep chasing the new stuff like you're doing. That's smart. Arva says the new Bowcat's pretty nice, especially with her Datacron right now. Battlestar Galactica was a great series. Arva says, yeah, he's got a 383 cat. There's one thing this account should focus on right now. It's catching up on Galactic Legends and Leviathan, says Arva. All right. The Bake Show came in with a super chat too. All right, let's go with Mushkela real quick here. It said, any tips going forward? Currently waiting to 7-star Watt JMK. In the meanwhile, working on Executor in the background. Just started playing again after a 3-year break. So we'll just go in there real quick. Take a look at that. 453, 371. 3.6 million galactic power. Inventory wise. Working on JMK. Waiting on Wat Tambor. Got a Luke Skywalker coming up through the ranks. Got a Wampa over there. This actually... Oh, okay. So you took a while off the game. So the 3 years that you took off the game was basically most of the time that relics have been available. So you played for a little bit and came back, started relicing characters, working on JMK. All right, I mean, get your JMK. I would definitely build the CLS team. I feel like the CLS team is just such a good team for everything. So that would be my two main focuses with this account. CLS, and then 4 million galactic power. Right? You want to push up to 4 million galactic power to get into that hard conquest as soon as you can. And then I would say profundity. So from where you're at right now, you don't have one of the biggest capital ships in the game. You're probably pushed out of fleet placement by quite a bit. So if you get a profundity, you could get fleet arena placement. Executor is more relevant. I mean, most of the fleet shards now are just Executors and Leviathans, because Executor has a better statistical win rate against Leviathan, I think, than most profundities do. Although I've heard some people say that like the profundity matchup is simple. My profundity is not 7 stars yet, so I don't have much success beating Leviathans with profundity. But yeah, so yeah, since you left and came back, you're in an older fleet shard. I changed my mind. It's more relevant to build Executor. So even though you're closer on profundity and it's more of what you have in your account right now, yeah, I think build the CLS team and build the Executor. That's what I would do if I was you. And get to 4 million so you can get into hard conquest. Okay, let's take a look at that Bake Show. 343273951. Okay, 20-month-old account. A little over a year and a half old. Got Leia already. Part of the Ascendant Knights. Just finished Grand Inquisitor, a month from Third Sister. Wrapping up SLKR from Lightspeed bundles by March. That wraps up like a year-long plan. Wow. Nice. Thinking about what's next, farming and pathwise, profundity, Jabba, clean up while waiting for next GL, something else, would love your thoughts. Okay, so 6.7 million galactic power, 3 in ships, 4 in characters, more or less. Okay, we've got the Executor, so we don't need to be in too big of a rush for other fleet stuff. We've got our fleet placement secured. Malevolence is being built up, Negotiators done. Again, that's good. I'm glad that you made the commitment to finish those things out. Very useful and worthwhile. Character-wise, you do have Leia, Rey, and Jedi Master Luke already. Wow, that's fantastic. Holy cow. So maybe we got Rey for the bundle. You're finishing up SLKR. So you'll have Leia done, Rey, Jedi Master Luke, and SLKR. I would go back for Jabba. For all the reasons I just talked about, I still think Jabba is a very good and relevant character. And once you've got Jedi Master Luke, that means you've already got Jedi Knight Luke somewhere in here, who is one of the more difficult requirements for Jabba. So once you've got that out of the way, Jabba is, I won't say it's an easy build, but the relic levels aren't as high as they were for Lord Vader. The characters aren't bad. You've already got the Jedi Knight Luke. I would go back and scoop up Jabba. And then, again, same thing I've been telling everybody. Look toward the next big fleet. You know, get your Jabba in there, and then whenever they announce whatever this next fleet's going to be, work on that. That's my feeling. So really appreciate the super chat. If you have other questions, pop them in the chat here. Let us know. Fastest non-GL character, 332. Unresistance Hero Finn. Mishkayla says, I think the account's too wide. Got things going on all over the place, so I'm not sure whether to build up the current stuff like gas or CLS or go for a journey. Yeah. Greg Dick's planning to do gas and then Jabba after Executor. I really don't like gas in this current environment. I got to tell you, I did gas on the Obtisio account there toward the end, and it was a huge detour. Like, the stuff that I was working on to get gas was, I didn't want to be working on it for any reason. I built the clones on that account very early on, so I had all the relic clones. And if I think of the pain in the butt of building gas, that event is still hard. There's no way to make that event easy. I had to relic my Kenobi. I had to relic my B1 battle droid to get that part of the combat done. I had to build a bunch of the other characters up to, gear 12, find good mods, struggle with the event. And if you're going to do that and then also have to build relic clones behind it, there is so much better stuff that you could be doing in the game. By the time you build all the requirements for gas, build gas, and build a team of clones, you pretty much could have done a Leia Organa Galactic Legend journey. And they're not even on the same scale, right? So I'd watch out with a gas build. All right. Well, I gotta say, man, it looks like for a 20-month-old account, where you're at, your year-long plan was fantastic. I mean, you've really got a lot of good stuff in this account for it only being, less than 2 years old. This is really good. Really good. Could use, some more speed mods, but that's always something we got to develop over time. But for a 20-month-old account, I might have expected a little more speed on these characters. Just as a health check, you can look at this number and take it times 2, and that's how many characters you should be able to have over 300 speed if you have really good mods, okay? So it's not to say that that's the standard and everybody should have that, but if you're looking at a 6 million account, we should be able to count like 12 characters and have that 12th character still be close to 300 speed. So if I see that people are there, then they really have good mods. If they're not quite there, then you need to work on more speed stuff, or look at the way you're developing mods. Maybe there's a better routine or method that you could use. Okay, I lost track of time, lost my opportunity to play one last fleet battle and get better placement. We got to get into this grand arena and attack something. So let's go. Mishkela says, I did that about 3 years ago when he was the big thing. I come back and he's worthless now. It was a very sad moment. All the trouble that you had to go through to get gas. Yeah, and I don't doubt that they'll make a new clone or put an Omicron on a clone or something like that and give Gas a boost at some point, and make him more relevant again. It's just that Gas and the clones are kind of a standalone team, and I just think there's a lot more in the game that's worth building. Even the Bad Batch are a better build right now. They're still a good team, but now that they've got the Marauder, that's super relevant. All right, so I'm fighting against the Emperor, Sith Eternal Emperor, Darkside Admirals. So I'm guessing the word Emperor is actually like a word you can't have. So you just misspelled the word slightly in order to be able to get the name. That's pretty cool. It's like putting L on Inquisitor so that you can get the name. Galactic Power 10.6. 4 million in ships, 6 million in characters. 30,000 Galactic War Battles won. Yikes, been playing since the start of the game, more or less. He's got all the stuff. He's got all the toys. Executor, Profundity. Does not have Leviathan on this account. And 6 out of 8 GLs. And then a bunch of other stuff. Right? He's got Trench, Hondo, a bunch of the requirement characters, Relic Zori Bliss. Tons of good stuff. A lot of GAC focused teams in this account. So 2 million more galactic power than us. Been playing the game twice as long as this account. And the defense that he put down is pretty stout. We've got a Kenobi here. We've got Seer Junda with Malicos. We've got Malgus. We've got Jedi Master Luke. And then up top we've got a Rey team. I saw. And we've also got a Star Killer team up there with a pretty fast Mara Jade. Hondo team, I'm not too worried about that team. Dash Rendar team, I think we got things that can beat that. But this bottom zone is going to be brutal for us, because if we use Jedi Master Kenobi to beat this Jedi Master Kenobi, if we just do the mirror match, I'm pretty confident that we'll win that. The problem then is, I don't know how I'm going to beat the Rey team. Because this Rey team, I struggle with this Rey team with Cal Kestis and the Ben Solo here. We've tried Sith Eternal on teams like this before and had struggles to win. We've tried Jedi Master Kenobi, that works pretty reliably. We've tried Jedi Master Luke, But I don't know if Jedi Master Luke works against a team that has the Cal Kestis in it. I don't know if that puts them over the top on recovery, so that it makes it... This Cal Kestis makes it really hard to kill anything. So, I don't know. Maybe if Arva's still hanging out here, he can share with us if Jedi Master Luke is a good counter here. But again, like some of my other opponents, it's just there's a bunch of teams that I feel like I can only beat with Galactic Legends. So we're going to be struggling to find enough resources unless I can figure out something clever. Maybe I can use my own Rey here. Maybe I could use Rey here. It's only a Relic 5 cat. And if we could somehow force that cat to attack... We can, right? We could use Hermit Yoda here. So we could, in theory, throw in a Hermit Yoda and a Ben Solo. And then Cat would be attacking Ben Solo while he still has the instant kill immunity on him. Yoda gains stealth for 2 turns at the start of each encounter, so he'll be hidden. It'll take us a while to kill Kenobi. So the question is, can Ben Solo live with the healing immunity that he's going to have on from JMK? With Lifeblood. So we just keep giving him Lifeblood to keep him alive while he's got the debuffs on. We work our way through Kenobi. And then kill Cat. I don't know. I don't know if I have enough damage to make this work, guys. Extra potency I don't think is the answer. Light side allies gain a buff. Man, so many garbage Datacrons that I don't even want to use. Some armor penetration. So bad. This has got crit avoidance, tenacity, potency. Crit avoidance might actually be good. This got 18% crit avoidance, tenacity, some crit damage. Maybe that helps. Hey Darth Loquitur, going against a Traya, Ami, Savage, Ami, Scion team. How do I counter this? I don't have Imperial troopers. That Traya team's the real deal. Like, if you don't have a team to beat it, it almost takes a GL to beat that team. What you can do is you can take a team like Bounty Hunters with the Mandalorian in, or your own triumvirate team that has Nihilus, and then you use your Nihilus to kill his Savage, or you use the Mandalorian to kill the Savage. So you either need enough damage to punch through, because you're going to be stuck behind Savage for the whole game. So you need to have enough damage to kill him. I think I beat that team one time with a Jedi Knight Revan, Jedi Knight Luke. So I targeted, they had Nihilus on the team, I targeted Nihilus, and I was able to kill him with Luke. And then we went from there. So a team with enough damage, that is absolutely the key. The Revan team, you could kill the Scion, you could kill the Traya, and then you'll eventually kill the Savage. So either insta-kill him, use the Jedi, or just overpower it with a Galactic Legend, I would say. Dank Ideal says, I use a GL so I don't drop it. Yeah. I don't know. Relic 3 Ben Solo. This is risky, guys. This is risky. This is a big risk here. Okay, never mind. What? Man, okay. Oh, good lord. That instant defeat immunity is only 1 turn, huh? Okay. Alright, well, let's put this on Ray first. Let her do Ray things. We'll do this for some armor shred. Oh, we put the damage immunity onto Ray. I'm totally okay with that. We'll keep stacking over here on him. We'll do a whirlwind. Get some damage onto Kenobi over here. Alright, now we got to see if we can get a... Nope, not enough. Go for another whirlwind. Okay. That still didn't pop the savior thing? That's not fantastic. What am I missing? Alright, we'll go into damage immunity. And, you know, hopefully get Kenobi killed here. No, still not killing a Kenobi. Alright, we should have whirlwind again. Okay, there we go. Now Ben is gonna die here. Oh, he can't die. He can't die as long as Ray's not dying, so let's not give him that for free. Be careful about getting Ray down below half, right? So as long as we keep Ray above half, Ben can't be killed. It looks like we're okay. Oh, come on. Come on. That is so frustrating. I really thought that we could do that lifeblood without going below half. Like, immediately after I said it, I did it. Okay, but he got revived, so we should be good here. All right, Ray gets the win against Kenobi. Okay. All right. That leaves me Kenobi to deal with his Ray, which is good. And I think we'll just use the cat to immediately kill the Cal Kestis. Right? We'll just take out Cal right away. And then we'll use the Datacron for no revives. And we'll try to see if we can, you know, work it so that whenever we do kill Ben Solo, we kill him with Cat. And then he can't revive. And then we finish off Ray. So I think that'll work. All right, so if we have to use our Sith Eternal here, we may have to mirror match here. We've still got an SLKR that we can use. Do we use SLKR here? SLKR, mirror, C, and that's all of our GLs, right? SLKR, mirror match, C, and then the Kenobi up top against... Oof, man. Brutal. That's going to drain us of all of our resources quickly. Is there anything up top that needs a GL? Because what we could do, we could try like a triumvirate against that Malicos. Just to see. Ooh, we got this. Got Starkiller up here, and I don't have an answer for Starkiller because that Mara Jade's too fast, right? He's got a 330. Man, I need to get my Gideon back up to 382 so that I can fight these 330. I don't know why, but it seems like a lot of these Mara Jades are right around that 330 mark. I'll probably need a GL to kill that team too. What else kills the Mara Jade team? other than GLs. Maybe Wampa. Luke? I see a couple battles in here from Luke. Or Luke, Han, Chewie. But I've got Han and Chewie on defense though. So I would have to use Luke, C-3PO, Chewpio here. Okay. Zoiks. Alright. I think I want to try this Malicos with the Triumvirate. Just to see what it looks like. Because we can isolate here. Malicos has a ton of damage, but these other characters aren't. Well, Seer eventually ramps up, right? She's got an ability that ramps that eventually hits like a freight train. But we've got, you know, we've potentially got an execute for Malicos here. If he can get around Savage and just instantly kill Nihilus, we'll lose this. So Savage really has to stay in the way. Isolate here, execute here if we can get it, and we'll have won the battle. Let's see if we can make this happen. Blackie says Dash Han Chewie, maybe with Protection Datacron, all in on EP. Dash Han Chewie's on defense. So I have put that on defense to try to make things more difficult for my opponents to deal with. Alright, let's do this. And we'll isolate over there. We'll target Seer. Okay. Savage just staying in the way, that's fine. That's what he should do. We'll just take away the buffs. Keep working on Seer. No. No. No, no, no. Alright, let's do this. And let us hope that somehow we can manage to hold off Malicos. Okay. Alright, this looks not bad, right? And we can just zoom in here and instant defeat. Whew. Okay. Yeah, she's ramping up with that hit. Did you see that, guys? She hit like a freight train right there. We're going to refresh this just to help cool down the abilities on Nihilus. We'll work on Kylo because I feel like Seer, we're not going to get anywhere with that. We got to execute her with the next execute that comes up. Her next hit might be enough to kill Savage. Oof. Oof. Not quite, but that was about as close as it gets. Yeah, the next time she has that ability up, Savage is going down, right? So, yikes. Okay. We're not going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And then we're just going to put it on auto. Nope. We're not going to put it on auto. Well, never mind. We'll put it on auto. It's fine. It is fine. We'll get the execute off of Nihilus before 2 minutes and 33 is up. And ladies and gents, it looks like we have successfully countered Malicos with a non-GL team. So that's good, right? That saves us some resources to work on what's up top. So now we just have to figure out like where we're going to use these GLs. I am reluctant to use SLKR here because I feel like this team is this team is pretty good against SLKR, and I don't have my ult on SLKR. So it almost has to be a mirror match in Sith Eternal. But that saves SLKR for the top. Right? Saves SLKR for the top, and we can do something with that. All right. So, do I want to do a full mirror match, or do I just want to take in some other Jedi, leave myself with a Jedi Knight Luke team that can be used at some point? He's only Relic 7, I'm Relic 9. I'll bring in characters that I can use recovery on. Keep Luke up at tip-top shape. And I think then that our mirror match goes just fine. Crit damage isn't the ticket here. We want something better. Do we have something better? That's the question. Potency, resistance, crit avoidance, deflection, tenacity, crit damage. Crit damage, crit damage. It's all garbage. We don't want any of it. Physical critical chance. Special critical chance. Resistance penetration. Okay. We'll just take that Datacron, I guess. I'm fighting Triumvirate on defense. Do I throw a low gear tune to bait the isolate? The Triumvirate is, yeah, I mean, it's like I said, you either have to really overpower the Triumvirate or you have to instant kill. If they've got Savage, the best way to deal with Savage is just, you know, one of the insta-kill mechanics in the game and just take him out. Okay, this is overconfidence at its best. I'm taking lesser good Jedi against better Jedi to try to preserve another team, because I feel like if I don't save back those other Jedi for a Jedi Knight Luke team somewhere else, I'm going to run out of resources. So let's see if we can make this work. Okay. So we'll just start doing this. Getting rid of some of the ability blocks. And then we're going to do this first. We'll do the... Oh, he's got days on. Gosh dang it. All right, we'll do that. And we'll do this to get him cleaned off. Let's do the recovery now, because start getting it cooling down again. And we'll do this on Jolie Bindo. Do this over here. And we'll just keep calling him to throw haymakers. Ooh, Bindo. Bindo going down. Let's do this. Oh, dang. That is not great. I don't think the ult is that relevant here. I don't think, like, I have the ult and he has the ult and I don't, that it's going to be the difference maker in this battle, but we'll find out shortly here, I guess. Oh man, almost had him. Come on now, get him out of there. There we go. All right. Let's see if we can kill Hermit Yoda. If he ducks back into stealth, it's going to be inconvenient, but if we can get him out, that would be better. We'll do recovery because we don't want to die. Okay. Got him out of there. All right. And that way he won't have... Ooh! He won't have too much recovery on Jedi Knight Luke. All right. We did it. We did it. Only one Jolee Bindo was sacrificed in the making of this victory. Okay, and then this is Sith Eternal and just Wat Tambor. And I'm going to throw the tank in there, whether I need it or not, just to waste time. We'll put a weird Datacron in here. Who knows? What do we need here? Dark side, start their turn with 2 buffs. It can be, they gain 5%. Oh, sure, why not? Trashacron. Then we'll beat the Ewoks and we'll see what we got on the back wall here. All right. Let's do this for Sith Eternal. Let's link up Revan and Malgus. And then we'll just take that big hit so that we don't have to worry about them going crazy with C damage. Okay. And the tank's going to go down here in a hurry, but that's his job. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to waste time while C is getting to his ult. She is successfully doing. He's shocked. I can't do nothing about recovery at the moment. All right, Wat Tambor. Cleanse off all that garbage. Give him some life back. Or protection back, I guess. I don't think... Yeah, you know what? We're going to relink. Just because that's going to give me 2 more cooldowns to try to give the tank a little more protection back. Oh no, he's got doubt and fear and all that stuff now, so never mind. All right, in on the ult. Oh, they're killing Wat. You did. Oh, Bastila comes over and kills my tank. She's like, okay, you killed all my guys. I might as well steal some banners from you. All right, fine, fair enough. Waka Waka. I'm telling you guys, I face these teams and I always think to myself, man, this team isn't that good. And then I underestimate it and I end up losing. So, the question here, why wouldn't we just be able to Enfys Nest this whole thing? Is this nestable? Because I don't think there's any tenacity down. Retribution, heal, tribal unity, call for assists, which Nest doesn't care about. Nisa. Oh. This is, yeah, sure, he's gaining buffs, which is good. We like it when they gain and lose buffs. That actually is required for Nest to be effective. Okay, let's look at this. Defense max health, gain defense max health potency. Inflict a stack of damage over time, which is subject to tenacity, I believe. Nisa assists. Nisa gains retribution. Lock allies dazed or stunned. Critically hit. It's a hollow victory without Jolee. Nice. Nice. Danger Ewoks, speed down, critical chance, rock sling. All right, what's the potency on this character here? 44%. We're at like 168%. So it all comes down to this daze, right? Oh, never mind. It's low grade that has the daze. Do I get through this with Nest? I've got other stuff to get through it if Nest doesn't work, but I am going to try Enfys Nest against these Ewoks because I feel like I don't see a reason why it wouldn't work. They're not going to have enough damage to kill Nest in one hit. Like Nisa's hits are separated, right? They're 3 separate strikes. There's a bunch of buffs that come and go that are going to get Nest all cranked up. So we're just going to do basics. And we'll try to kill Chirpa first. And then Nisa. And then we'll duke it out against Paplu. Now they just got exposed on me. I didn't check the Datacron. Is there an expose coming from the Datacron, I hope? Wow. Nisa takes 23 turns in a row. Interesting. Oh, big rock. That is a big rock for a little Ewok. Come on, Mega Head, get done. I don't know why, but it always looks to me in her picture like Nisa has a head that's like 3 times too big for a normal Ewok. Mega Mind. Like her head to body ratio is too high. Too much head for too little body. Okay, they got a lot of buffs that are coming and going. And our damage is ramping up. But we're still not getting a kill. It's interesting. Doing good damage though. Oh man. We had targeted Chirpa. For now some reason it seems like we're targeting Nisa. Why are we doing that? We want to kill Chirpa. Kill Chirpa, yo. Still got 3 minutes. I mean, this is, I feel like, is a foregone conclusion, right? We're gonna keep ramping damage, and we're already, you know, hitting pretty hard at 2 minutes in. Bonus attack, bonus attack, bonus attack, bonus attack. Nest says, you know what? I don't care about your bonus attack. Here, have a bonus counterattack. How did that work? Did each separate bonus attack triggered a counterattack? Because Nest went crazy and hit her like 5 times back. That's interesting. Alright, tune up Ewoks with Enfys Nest. That feels good. Who do we have on the back? Spider-Man. Zori Bliss on the back wall. Ugh. Kyle Katarn back here. Tuskens. 3v3 Tuskens. That's the Chieftain. We don't have the... oh, never mind. I was going to say we don't have the fighter with the Zeta, the Raider. But there's the Raider. And then we've got a Radis team. Wow. Dude has a lot of defense. Zori Bliss. I don't know what we're going to do against that team. I feel like we tried gas against that team, right? We tried gas against that team before. And got wrecked. Did not go well for us. Too many counterattacks. Gas went down. Things went badly from there. Alright. So we need the Scoundrel. Enemies can't be revived. We're going to use that here. So we'll kill Cal Kestis first, because we're never going to get Ray below 50% to kill Ben. But we could just wait 1 turn. If we wait 1 turn, Ben's going to lose his immunity, and there's no tank. But he can't be defeated. No, never mind. He can't be defeated while Ray is above 50%. So no, we got to use the insta kill on Cal Kestis. We can't wait for Ray to be below 50% and an opportunity to kill solo. So we just have to do that, work on Ray, and then look for an opportunity where we can get the last hit on him with Ahsoka. If needed. If needed. Otherwise, we'll just ramp our damage. All right, we got to go fast, right? Because this is one of those battles that could literally be a timeout if we don't hurry. So let's do this on Ray. Let's do this on Kenobi. Let's reset Cat. Okay. And then he just goes away. Goodbye. All right, let's mass assist over here, get some of this lifeblood gone. Put the healing immunity back on if we can. Soak the whirlwind. Okay. Oh boy. All right, we're going to do the we're going to do that and ramp up the I don't think it's going to help that much. No, it didn't. 98%. She'll go into her ult, which is fine. Then we'll do our ult, heal back up so that we can soak her ult without losing Kenobi. Okay. Oof! Whirlwind. All right, now do that. And do this. Get an armor shred on there if nothing else. That's Kenobi down though. Zoinks. All right, reset Cat here real quick. Keep her alive. Kill Ben. All right, we killed Ben, so he should not be able to come back, right? We killed him with a scoundrel. All right, 53 banners. Okay. So, I've got this team. Now we've got this team. We have gas that we could use. We have SLKR. We've got Radis. But I feel like there is just a whole lot of stuff that if we don't, I feel like, man, I feel like I got to use a Galactic Legend here because my troopers aren't quite fast enough. And all of this other stuff, once Mara Jade gets going, it's game over. Are we better off with First Order here? Or would we be better off with like Night Sisters? I think First Order probably. And let's see. That's a Scoundrel defeat one. This is Hutt Cartel. That's fine. We can take this. So basically we're looking to stab Mara Jade right away, you know, get a reset on Kylo, and just go all in on Mara Jade, right? No ult on SLKR, but I think we should be able to control Mara Jade. If Palpatine stuns everybody, it could go badly from there, but I guess we got to do the best we can. All right, here we go. We're going to try this. And then I have no idea what I'm going to do against Zori Bliss down bottom. Maybe I'm just going to lose. Oh, no stuns at all. I sincerely thought that like SLKR stun still worked here. Isn't it an unstoppable stun? I guess it's not. Yikes. This is gotta hope that Hux can hold everything down until we get things under control. But now we've lost our advantage, so they're getting turn meter. No, don't go away, Hux. Don't go away. All right, get Palpatine out of here. Let's try again on Mara Jade. Okay, we got her. And the question is the spaceship going to kill SLKR? Okay, it didn't. So we got chances here. Come on, buddy. This is where I wish we had the ult. Something fierce. Oh! Oh, yikes. Okay. We got him. Barely, but we got him. All right. Now, this one, I thought I had a clever tactic with Fennec. But I think my Fennec lost to this team. Their Dash Rendar did enough damage. But I kind of like the idea of a bounty hunter team here somehow. And if we can make the Fennec team work, that'd be really great, right? Because he's going to put down a bunch of debuffs at first. We could do a little more conservative. We could do something like this. Will we ever see their weakest ally, though? That's the question. So we could do something like this, going for an insta kill. We could do like a Fennec and another damage dealer, and use a Datacron that, you know, does the kill it and it stays dead. We could try like a CLS team here. Other than dash, we don't have that much damage though, right? So it's a bunch of dash damage and then not a lot else. So do I bring in the Mandalorian, try to keep him alive, or do I bring in Fennec Shand and just go for damage? We could do like Fennec Grief and the Beskar Mando. And then Scoundrel Allies, can't kill, can't be revived. Whenever is defeated by a Mandalorian, can't be revived. It's not quite what I want. There's the Scoundrel can't be revived one. So we could do this and just protect Fennec and let her do damage. I think I'm going to try this. I'm just going to try this. Try to muscle our way through with kick damage here. We'll reduce armor over here. We will hit L3. We are not doing as much damage with Fennec as I had hoped. Let's stabilize here. Get some more kicks. Do some more armor shred. I guess. Get through this L3. Oh man. Grief almost got killed. Man, come on. No. Grief down. Oh. And that L3 is just rock solid here. Oh, yikes. Okay, what am I going to do here? Dash Rendar. Do Jedi work here? Let's do Jedi. Let's take a look at what we've got before we throw Jedi here. Let's see exactly what we have left to beat. This team, we've got a Rebel team. And the back wall is optional, right? Like we can either get the back wall or not. I don't think we're going to get the back wall. With a Zori team and 2 Tusken teams back here, this team's tough to beat. Yeah, that's the team I should have taken the no revived Datacron. I may have just made a mistake that I won't be able to recover from with that. The other thing we could do here is Imperial Troopers. Honestly, we might be able to Imperial Trooper up top, too. The reason you can use Imperial Troopers against the Tuskens is because you keep getting kills and keep getting turn meter till you work your way around to a big shot with the Dark Trooper and finish things off. We could potentially use Troopers here as well. I don't know. I think I'm going to try to use gas here. Let's try to use gas. And that way, at least if we kill L3, L3 stays dead. Nothing they can do about it. Let's see. Where was that crazy critical damage one? Here. Here we go. Tons of critical damage. Let's take that. Let's take that, take gas in here, and let's just try to clear this top zone, get the ships, see ships, and maybe we don't get to clear the back zone after all. Just fine, we'll live with that. Okay. Get some armor shreds in here. We'll just take a basic for right now. Throw a grenade. Okay. Just keep attacking into the taunt because, well, not much else we can do. Take her taunt off with the turret. Get dash dead. Okay. Poof. The whole gas mechanic where things can't come back to life is nice, of course, in this type of matchup. Okay, that's done. What can we do here? What do we have left for bounty hunters? Let's take a look at bounty hunters here. And let's look to something like a Mando team. They'll have a ton of recovery. We need to be able to attack behind enemy lines. But hopefully we'll get to... it's got blind on it. That's decent. So So we can do blinds. I don't think we need the extra turn or whatever that we can do. Although we're running out of scoundrels. But this can work. Hondo will be a pain in the butt. But we should have enough recovery to hold out. This isn't a real high damage team, right? Like the enemy team isn't that high damage. So we got to pick our way through to the alt. When did you get your SLKR DL? Oh, I've had the SLKR for months now. We got him from the Lightspeed package. So it's been a while now that we've had him. No alt. We've used up our alt for other things, our alt tokens on other characters. So we've had him for a long time. We've had the dark side dark side tokens we've been farming for a long time, but we haven't actually gotten to his alt yet. All right, we should be coming up soon on the contract, guys. Come on. 80%. Okay. That's Queel down. We should be able to recover with Bosk now. Get Onaka evaporated. That's kind of what I want to do to Hondo anyway. He's not my favorite character in the series. He's kind of like, I don't know, his traitorism, I guess you'd call it. His being a traitor to everyone around him annoys me. Okay, what are we going to do against this Akbar team? It's got Akbar, it's got Fulcrum. Maybe I can beat this with like some kind of Mon Mothma gig here. We could do like a Cara Dune. And who else is a rebel fighter that we can use? Biggs, I guess. Not the greatest team. I need to get Kyle Katarn. There's so much stuff that I still need to build. Ugh. Yeah, we got a Kyle Katarn that we need to build someday. Alright, let's see if we got a Datacron that we could put here. Crit damage would be nice. Let's see if we got a crit damage one. Let's get some crit damage on it. Okay, and then Leia's going to go crazy. We'll get an extra character to help soak damage. We're just trying to have better recovery than they have and being able to remove a whole bunch of buffs. That's the plan. Okay. They've got tenacity up, so... Oh, dang. That's inconvenient. Yep. That's going to be a loss. Yikes. That Fulcrum hit me for a ton. Yeah, alright, again, I think we're just going to do what we got to do to get through the front wall here. So let's do Lucan Chewie. Give ourselves a Datacron of some kind. Darkside Datacron's all we got left. Alright, this better work. If this team loses to Akbar team, I'll be very sad. Okay. Let's just get in there on Akbar. Take him out as soon as we can. Get rid of some buffs so that Fulcrum can't do 17 billion damage. And we'll get over here on Leia. She'll go into stealth, but maybe we can get some damage down on her before she... Okay, there we go. That'll take her out. And then we just got to deal with this Fulcrum before she kills us. Good enough. All right. Okay, so we've dropped, what, 2 battles now? And then we dropped a dash battle and a Akbar battle. Oof. All right, let's see what we got on the back wall back here for ships. Executor and Profundity. Interesting. And also the Chimera with the Leviathan parts. So it's basically a Leviathan fleet with a Chimera. Well. We got 2 choices, right? We can either do the mirror match with both the Profundity and the Executor, or we can do the Executor with the Profundity and try to do the opposite. It's a 4-star Profundity. I could potentially do the 3 attackers starting out and maybe go over the top on the Profundity. I think that would be better. I think Profundity here and Executor here probably works better. We're going to try it that way. Going to try it that way instead of the mirror match. We have slower mods on our... My Piet has slow mods because of the way I counter Leviathans. So coming in against another Executor with a slow Executor isn't fun. It's not what we want to do. All right, for those people hanging out here, if you could do me a favor, use that like button. Get that thing out of here. It helps me, it helps the channel. I'd appreciate it if you could do that for me. All right. So we got some assists there. First, we got Xanadu Blood off the board right away. That's a good sign for us. That's usually the indication of a victory. If you don't get those early assists, you can have some struggles. But when we get that Xanadu Blood killed in one shot, it's a pretty good sign for us. Here's the IG 2000. Puts the breach onto Outrider, which means that we can't remove the taunt from Bosk now that the breach is gone. The next time we get an assist from Home 1, get that taunt gone. Let him heal up. Now we'll go after the IG 2000. Should be able to rip that up. Oh man, so good. That was really good. Okay, and then this should be the first life on Razor Crest. And the second life on Razor Crest. And this is going to be a dominant win. Down to just a Hound's Tooth. He can steal some banners from us, but at this point, there's really not much to be done on his part. And we're going to get almost max banners on this. 71. Okay, then we're going to take the Executor in here. I'm going to do the stand... Oh, man. I really want to do the 3 attacker lineup here. There's a chance that it goes badly, but because he's only 4 stars, I think we really have enough time to get going. He won't be able to pull the Xanadu Blood out of stealth before I start getting turns. I believe that my Xanadu Blood's going to be faster than his capital ship at 4 stars. Let me check. 176. And then we should be at like 181 or something like that, I think. Here. Yeah, 180. Okay, so we can do the 3 attacker thing, try to just blast his tank out of the water right away. If that doesn't work, we might be in for trouble. But we have the TIE bomber tank that we can bring in. Put fire on everybody, slow down all of their stuff. So I think this is good. Jar Jar Binks says I'd have to hit the like button an even amount of times, only because I hit the like button before saying hello. Nice, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Okay. Wow. How many turns are they going to take? Okay, we'll just heal up here. Get a breach on. Call some assists. Call some more assists, and this might be a kill on the tank if we're lucky. Alright, good. Solid. And then we still have our mass assist to do after we call in our first reinforcement. Okay, that was inconvenient. Let's go ahead and call this in, get that fire put down on them. Let them know who's boss here. Get a breach on. Get a taunt on. Get a mass assist. Get that the Millennium Falcon out of here. We'll do this. Get a taunt on over here. And I won't do the fire until they call in a reinforcement. Bring in Houndstooth for an undodgeable hit. And there we go. 68 banners. Okay, and then we got this thing. We can go ahead and malevolate. Let's do Separatist here. Normal stuff. We'll take in Plo. Vestaplo. There it is. And we've got First Order to clean it up if we absolutely have to. I'm hoping that this will do the trick. Chimera with this fleet is pretty good, but it's not like game breaking, I don't think. I would be a lot more scared of this if it had the Scythe, the Grand Inquisitor's ship here. That would make it scarier to me. Yeah, let's go ahead and put buzz droids on everybody, because I hear that's good. Okay. Get buzz droids back. Come on, buddy. We're going to do this, and if we get the taunt, we're just going to take a basic here. All right. And then we'll do the mass assist with the spy next turn. Okay, get the dodge off. Get a stun on if we can. Okay, dead. We can't do buzz droids, right? Because foresight. I think they dodged the buzz droids. Okay. All right, let's mass assist here and see if we can get enough. Oh, we got days on everybody. Yikes. That's not fantastic. Okay, well, what are we going to do now? We'll target over here, see if we can get some dazes cleaned off. I really don't want that thing to get an insta-kill on me, but man, it has taken forever to try to kill it. Without the assists, we are hurting. I guess I'm just going to come over here and deal with this. Maybe that's what's stopping us from success. Get that out of here. Let's put more buzz droids onto the shuttle. Take that death. All right, come on now. Mass assist, come on, get something done. Good gravy. How is this fleet still hanging on? This ship getting extra instances of these stacks are like really hard for my fleet to get rid of for some reason. I don't feel like that should be the case, you know? I got a lot of assists. We're getting it now, though. We got it now. Yikes. I guess because there's no like double tap ships that are hitting twice. Every ship is only hitting for the minimum damage. Okay, let's see what we can do with this back wall now. Do we have anything at all to deal with Zori Bliss? We've got a Luke team, an Imperial Troopers team. That's pretty much... That should be able to deal with it, right? You get some troopers in here. As long as we're faster, we win. Isn't that the case? I think so. If that's not the case, we're going to be sad in a hurry. When it uses a basic, it gets 10 stacks. Yeah, there's a sequence of events where you can get a retaliation onto that ship, and man, when you get retaliation on that ship and it's getting 10 stacks every time it retaliates, that is insanity. Okay. That idea with troopers here. Yeah, I thought that worked. But we're getting wrecked. Wrecked. Wow. Okay, then. All right. That team is so frustrating. I gotta get my Zori relic. Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, just all this stuff is crazy. Those Tuscans are like super annoying. We could try this. We should be able to mass assist in on Radis and then just hit with Luke enough times and get a kill over there. Okay. Here we go with the plan. Mass assist. Do that. Ramp up Luke. And then hit enough times to kill Radis. That is the plan. Okay. Nice. Pass it around to Luke. Oh, come on. Heal for 1,000,000. That is crazy. 64 stacks on the alt. How do you have this much healing, bruh? Like, seriously. Okay. Try again. Okay. Come on, get ability block onto Radis. Never mind. Radis is immune to damage. And we're going to lose this because Radis is immune to damage. Oh, hey, look. We killed Radis. Good gravy. What is this character? 114,000 protection. So you got tenacity, protection, speed, protection. Who knows? Who knows? All right. Let's try to finish this off somehow. Who do we have that can finish what we started here? Let's do some troopers. We still got a Wampa that we can throw somewhere and try to get a win. Let's see what we can Wampa. Look at the scout all wound up here. Come on, Jin. All right. Die. Piet-led troopers. Here we go. Let's go. Come on. Keep going, boys. Nope, that won't work. Okay, back to this. More of that. More of the other thing. Good, 36 banners. Okay. Tuscans. I kind of want to try something against these Tuscans just for practice. For the purpose of practicing. What about Mara Jade? Does Mara Jade work here? It should, right? Because we do have to try to get 2 simultaneous kills, but maybe we can work our way around and get all the damage done to different characters in the right way and make that work. So let's see if we can do it. All right, get rid of some turn meter here. Get stuns on everybody. Get the taunt off. We don't really want to have to deal with taunt. Okay. Raider and Raider. Okay. All right, see if we can kill them both at the same time. Oh, it wasn't good. Wasn't good enough, Sith Eternal. Not Sith Eternal, but Palpatine. Thought we might have it under control, but nope. All right. Get a kick back there. We'll get a kill here, which is just to get the target back. Okay. Oh, ow. Hey, no. Don't be whipping on my Emperor here. That's not fun or funny. All right, Palpatine. Get some stuns. Let's get some control going back here. All right, we need a kick again. We don't have a kick. Now we have a kick. All right, let's do that. So what we need to do is get the taunt off of these guys and then kill the other 2 Tuscans. Okay. Huh. Can't get the sequence to work out like I want it to. Get some stuns on here. So if we get a kick on one, Can't get rid of both taunts at the same time. I'm having a hard time with that. I got it once. Early on in the combat. Okay. Let's do this. And I don't want to target anybody. Yeah. Yeah, how do I get rid of both of these taunts? Get rid of that one. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, instead of doing the area effect, we're just going to try to get a kill over here. Now, this should be big enough to get a kill. Try to work our way through this again. Okay, we got one Tusken dead. Oh, that's going to be it. We got no chance now without that Thrawn, I don't think. Okay. Nope. All right. We tried. We gave it a try. Maybe if we had Vader, we could do that. I think we're just about done. Okay, let's look and see if we can get a Wampa in here somewhere. Do we still have a Mandalorian that we can use? Because maybe we've got that datacron that, that says Mandalorians get a kill, it stays dead. Yeah, we still got that. Whenever an enemy is defeated by a Mandalorian, it can't be revived. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, we'll try Bo-Katan. Let's see if we can get some Mandalorians to get some kills on these Tuskens. Maybe it'll work. Or maybe we'll just get rolled. My goodness. Dispel all buffs on enemies, daze them, physical damage. Dispel all debuffs, gain taunt, tenacity up 2 turns. Let's do that. Okay, now let's try for a kill here. Let's try for a kill here. Let's try for a kill here. Okay. That was a kill. Oh, get off my Bo-Cat. Rocket. Rocket Man. Alright, armor reduction. Damage immunity. Taunt. Hey, no. Stop. Stop it. What's that garbage? I do not want to taunt. Okay. Reduce armor here. Ignore. Taunt. Good. Hey, that worked. Mandalorian anti-Erezicron. Alright. I can't get past this team, then I can't do anything back here, right? So let's try Rogue One. I think that's the best team that we have remaining. I think we have no chance with this whatsoever. But let's give it a try. Kill the real one first. Comes back once summoned. Yep. Okay. Steel turn meter and stun. Debuffs. Boufs. Okay, we're passing damage around all over the place, which is kind of weird. Oh, now they've settled on Cassian. Cut it out. We're going to stick with Finn here. I'm going to do this to pop some exposes. Try to throw out some damage here. Let's just keep working on Finn here. Try to get a kill. Wow. Okay. 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 Radis did stuff, y'all. Radis did stuff. Well, now the question is, what do I have left to beat these other two teams? This Tuscan team is no joke. Let's see if there's something that we can do here with some Sith. Get a Sith team in here going. Maybe Vader can do some work. There's a lot of recovery in this team, though. A lot of buff removal. But with Vader being able to stick dots forever, maybe that'll do something. Here we go. Let's see if this Vader can beat Mon Mothma. Not a very good Vader team, but we're going to give it a try. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, wow. Kyle's just like, nope. Not going to do it. All right, let's get some counterattacks going in here. Get that guy out of here. Get Kyle stunned. Nope. Okay, Scout's back. We're just going to get on this Scout and see if we can take care of him. Come on now. Get on in there. Dooku, I think, will have to go into stealth. Exposes my Vader, though. Oof. Come on, Vader. Come on, buddy. No, 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 no. Don't kill my Vader. We really need to get some more force crushing going on. Oh, man. Come on. All right. That's it for Vader. Now we just got to... We just got to hope that we can take a lot of turns with this Marauder. I think I'll take it. The tank is dead. So we got 1 out of 3. We reduced their effectiveness slightly. Try a resistance team in here. If we can lock a healing immunity onto Kyle, that I think gives us a better chance to win than other strategies that we might use. So let's try to do that. Give him the stick. All right, come on, keep going. Give him the stick again. Give him more. We're going to do a roll. Yeah, we got it. Got him. All right, Tuscans. Can this be wampa'd? We're about to find out. Because I have a Wampa, and it hasn't been used for anything. And it won't be used for anything because this is the last team. So if it works, that's great. And if it doesn't, well, we did what we could. Stunned. Dazed. Damage over times everywhere. Can't get a turn. Too many damage over times. Come on, Wampa. Come on, buddy. Yeah, no. That's a fail. Okay. Damage over time mechanics for the loss. Man. Alright. Let's take in some Jedi. We still have a Jedi team of some kind. Somewhere. Ahsoka. Let's go. I'm just out of stuff. Man, I didn't know the Radis team could do that well against the Zori team. That came as a surprise. Pleasant surprise. Okay. All right. Let's see. He's got Bounty Hunter's Resolve on, though, which means that we're not going to get anywhere. This team does a lot of damage. Holy cow. That is a lot of damage. Damage over times. I don't think I have anything left to compete with this. We're going to take one last look. I mean, we have one team left to go. And it's not the hardest team to beat. It's just that everything else he had on the board took resources to beat. And now we're left kind of with no gas in the tank. We don't. Rex doesn't work anyway. Phoenix in the tank still, but useless. So we've got a team with IG and Queel. We've got a Padme. We've got Night Sisters. What can we do with Night Sisters? I don't know. Let's try this. So what looks good here? Like, without no Marin. I think we need the plagues to stand a chance at all. So let's see. Let's see what we can accomplish here with some Night Sisters. They're taking away turn meter somehow. Not sure I understand exactly. It takes us a long time to get a turn. We do not get turns. Let's dock it down. This is brutal. So what's the gimmick here? Like every time you take a turn, you get stunned? Like take a turn and be stunned is ridiculous. Yeah, I got nothing here. All right, well, the one team standing, but it wasn't the team that I thought it was going to be. Time to bail out. Let's go take a look at what we got for the Lex Talionis project over here. Do you have Gideon to pair with Padme? No. And even so, I don't have the Zeta on Gideon. I've never made a Gidme team on this particular account. Okay, let's take a quick look at Lex Talionis. We're fighting against an opponent who's got some teams that look like ours for once. How do you like that? All right, Bounty Hunters. Let's get these guys out of here real quick. We'll use Vader and one other character. Sure. See what's on the back wall, beat up this team, get through the Lex here, see if we can get a win. Pushing our way up through Carbonite 2, guys. Carbonite 2. Devastating. Alright, see if we can remove some turn meter here, get into Merciless Massacre, run around hitting everybody. Get another turn, get Force Crush back up again. Okay. Looks like we got this under control. 67 banners. Let's see the back wall. What do we got back here? I see a Palpatine and a couple other things. So we've got troopers. And we've got some kind of Phoenix team or something, right? So we could do maybe Chopper here. And then we've got Imperial troopers for that front wall. And we will be good to go. Let's try to kill Vader off first. Oh my goodness. We did nothing. That's only like a gear 10 Vader. And we did absolutely nothing to him. No Merciless Massacre. That's good. We're just doing specials so that we can get extra turns. We're going to take a couple stacks off this Dark Trooper over here before he gets a chance to start hitting us very hard. Taunt back up here. Area effect. Get the Dark Trooper out. We'll put this buff onto Chopper. Get to the Chopper. It's going to work out in our favor in the end. Okay, that first hit on Vader scared me though. I got an assist. Everybody went, and like his protection bar didn't even move. I thought, man, we're going to be doomed. Doomed, I tell you. All right. 1 trooper, 2 troopers, 3 troopers, go. This is going to be such a big, smashy victory. It's going to be sad. All right. Target Ezra. Get our first kill. Bam. Oh my goodness. Okay, 57 banners. Let's see ships. That's funny. This whole GAC took me about as long as like 1 combat on my main account, on my Loquitur account. Yeah. Okay, we got this. We got the sure, and then we'll take some reinforcements because you never know how many you might. Sure, let's take Plo. Whatever. Should be good. Bring in Spy as a first reinforcement to blow something up. Bring in Vulture Droid if we don't have any kills. Or bring in Plo if we need healing. Alright. Let's target Xanadu Blood. Can't get a stun, so we'll just do a basic. Run through our abilities here. Kill that Xanadu Blood. Goodbye. Now we need to kill Slave 1 before it works its way up to that seismic bomb. I don't think we're at much of a threat of the seismic charge actually killing us, but I don't want to lose all those banners if I don't have to for no reason. Matter of pride, I suppose. First reinforcement coming in. He's got the ghost, so he'll have another reinforcement right away behind it. Get the stun off, but it didn't matter. Okay, offense up. Let's go. So close. Should be a killing blow next time we get a turn. Boop. Alright, Good. 68 full clear. Not much time left for my opponent to play, so I think 843 is going to be a good score. We'll get the victory over there. I'm surprised that my opponent hasn't played. There's only a couple hours left until the closeout time, so my opponent on Loquitur better get busy. With as much good stuff as he put on defense, man, he better have some tricks on offense, because that was a lot of his power on defense. Three out of his 6 Galactic Legends and a Star Killer, Malgus, just a bunch of his good stuff. We'll see. We'll see if 1590 with 3 zone clear is good enough to win. I feel good. I feel like he might struggle against Leia and Jabba on offense with what he's got left, and if that's the case, maybe we'll pull out the W against somebody with 2 million more galactic power than us. 2 million? He's at 10.7, right? We're at like 8.7. Yeah, so he's a clean 2 million above us. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for today. You get stunned every time you attack someone with more than 10 stacks of momentum. He's waiting to play until Arnold starts streaming. Nice. All right. Well, I'm going to hang it up there for the day. Thank you all for coming, hanging out, watching. Hope we got some help to some people looking at their accounts today. Hope you all were entertained by my GAC. I think this was a pretty good one. I got a lot further through it than I thought I was going to. I think some of the matchups that I had I wasn't sure about worked out in my favor. So glad that all came about, and let's see if we can get a win. Thank you all for hanging out. Remember, hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe, notification bell. Discord links are up above and down below, so if you're not part of the Discord, you should really come join us. It's a fantastic community for mid-game players, newer players. Learn a lot about the game. A lot of cool people hanging out over there. Hope to see you. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next holiday.